1986. After completing my 10th final exam, I was transferred to a new place. My college was in the new town, which was really far from my home. That's why I had to stay in college hostel. I arrived at hostel before my first semester class was started. That's why there were very few people in hostel and the place seems to be very quiet. My room number was 339 and it was on the third floor. There were two people in one room. My roommate was Jessica, my school friend. Once we used to go to the same school, but then her family shifted to this town. When I told her that soon I will be transferring to her college, she advised me to stay at college hostel. Jessica went to meet her family and will return by tomorrow. I had a really long day, so after my dinner I went to sleep. At morning after my breakfast I went to the playground to meet Jessica. Both of us was really happy to see each other. Jessica was telling me about this town and hostel. She said that we are meeting each other after a long time, so she wanted to celebrate this day. She told me that tonight she is going to watch a movie with her classmate Elisa, and she wanted me to join them. I was surprised because here no one is allowed to leave hostel after 7:30. I asked her how she will go with her friend to watch a movie because it's impossible to leave hostel after 7:30. She said that there was another gate behind our hostel and that gate was broken for a long time. No one uses it now. But we can use it to get out of here and nobody will know. I agreed to go and I knew we won't be able to celebrate like this after first semester class will start. But I was worried too. Because at night leaving hostel without informing anybody, it seems risky. Jessica had been living in this town for a long time, so I thought it will not cause any problem for us because she knows this place better than me. We get out of the hostel and went to the backside, and it was a bit scary because we were walking through the forest. Jessica said her friend was waiting in the main road, and this forest road was only way to reach the main road. It took 10 minutes to reach there. I saw Elisa was waiting for us. We get in the car and Elena was driving. Movie theater was really far from our hostel. The road was very quiet and it seems like nobody lives here. We reached the theater and entered inside. Jessica bought 3 tickets and we went inside. The movie was already started. We watched 2 movies that night. Everything was going very well, but then suddenly I felt very sick. So I went outside to get some fresh air. I was walking beside the road and the moon was looking very beautiful. I have come so far from the theater that surprisingly I could not realize when I come this far, and I was thinking how will I get back. I checked my watch and it was 12:45. Then suddenly I heard the sound of a horse carriage. The carriage stopped beside me. I had come really far from the theater, and I knew again it will be really tiring for me to walk that far, so I decided to use the carriage to reach there. I get inside the carriage. I told the driver to stop by the movie theater. I wasn't so surprised to see a horse carriage because I remember Jessica told me that in this town still many people use horse carriage for traveling. The carriage was running really fast. I was glad that it will not take long to reach there. But something was wrong. It's been over 30 minutes. and I haven't reached there yet. But I was supposed to reach the theater in 15 minutes as the carriage was running very fast. Suddenly, it stopped. I get out of the carriage and I was shocked to see that I was in front of a graveyard. I was so angry and asked the carriage driver why he brings me here. But what I saw, it was more creepier than that graveyard. I saw the carriage rider's face. It was so scary. The driver was not a human. It was a Wendigo demon, a goat-faced demon who had horns like a deer and big sharp nails. Its eyes were as red as blood, and it was so creepy. I was so scared. I could not handle myself after seeing this. I ran through the forest woods to save my life, and I was still hearing that harsh carriage sound. It was coming behind me. I tried to run faster to save my life from that devil. Luckily, I reached my hostel front gate. I was so scared and screaming for help and fell unconscious. Next morning, I discovered myself in my room. Jessica and Elisa was standing beside me. I asked Jessica what happened to me. She told me that last night after watching movie, they searched me outside of movie theater and couldn't find me. So they came to hostel and saw I was on the ground in unconscious condition. So they brought me here. She asked me what happened last night. I told them about last night's scary incident, the creepy carriage driver and the graveyard, everything that happened last night. Both of them was shocked. Jessica didn't say anything. She advised me not to think about last night's incident and told me to take rest. Next morning, I went to playground, and there Jessica told me the story of Wendigo carriage rider. She said that this is an old scary tale of this town. At midnight, this carriage appears in front of lonely passenger. The passengers who rides in that carriage next morning found dead at the oldest cemetery of this town. That's why in this town people avoid to walk alone at night because of this scary carriage. After hearing the whole story, I was terrified and I was very lucky to escape from that situation.